Taiwan has revoked the citizenship of 3 people, including a high-profile taekwondo athlete, after they were found to have been holding Chinese ID cards. There has been growing concern that Beijing is issuing Chinese IDs to Taiwanese citizens as a strategy to push its claim over Taiwan. Rick Glauert joins us now from our Taipei newsroom with more. Rick, what do we know about these cases?
So at least 2 of the 3 people involved in these cases were recently featured in a documentary where they were showing off that they had obtained Chinese identification documents. One person has been named as Li Dongxian. He's a famous taekwondo athlete, and he once won a medal for Taiwan but pulled out a Chinese flag. Another person has been named as Su She'en, and the 3rd person remains unnamed. But this documentary showcased how the Chinese Communist Party has been targeting Taiwanese citizens to get them to obtain Chinese IDs. For example, when they're visiting China, they're made to fill out documents to get those IDs. But under Taiwan law, having household registration or a passport from China, which of course claims Taiwan as part of its sovereign territory, can result in having your citizenship revoked just like this.
你上次台湾身份，基本上我们就把你当成大陆人了。回到台湾，你就是要拿这个大陆的这个相关的文件来申请，才能够进来。那你的当然也不会有健保。
Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council says that it's now investigating a dozen cases like this, but by revoking the citizenship of these 3 people, it's sending a clear message that having Chinese identification documents will have ramifications for Taiwanese.
And Rick, how big a problem is this issue for Taiwan?
Well, cases like this are actually fairly rare here. There's been just over 600 in the last 10 years, but it's really hard for Taiwan authorities to investigate and find out just how big a problem this is because there is no official communication across the strait. Taiwan has no way to work with its counterparts in Beijing. But security services here have been flagging it as a danger. They said Taiwanese obtaining Chinese IDs could compromise the jurisdiction of Taiwan. For China, of course, it bolsters their claims over Taiwan if lots of people here have those Chinese identification documents and could justify more actions from Beijing. China, of course, has a whole toolkit of ways that it uses to intimidate, to pressure, to coerce Taiwan. This includes military action nearby Taiwan, cognitive warfare, economic coercion, and these tactics are constantly evolving and changing, and that's probably what we're seeing here.